day, very important day to tell the public about Julian Assange's plight. One step closer to US extradition. We need you to come to the court Wednesday the 20th of April at 9 a.m. Stand in solidarity with us to make sure he does not get extradited to the United States to face 175 years in jail for journalism, for being a journalist. And today we have here Fahim with us today, and he is from Afghanistan, and he tells the story about what WikiLeaks revealed about Afghanistan and the war crimes of the United States and their allies in Afghanistan. Thanks, Fahim.
Thank you very much. The Adil Khudai Baghairati Nama. Dear ladies and gentlemen, and all the spectators and the viewers of Facebook, Twitter and other media. I'm here again for the second time to extend my solidarity with all these freedom lovers who are supporting the freedom of speech and freedom of Julian Assange. Julian Assange is our hero to speak the truth. What is the truth? The truth is the wars in Afghanistan, Iraq, Syria, Yemen, Lebanon, Palestine, Libya, even Ukraine. These are all artificial wars, illegal wars, criminal wars, and made up. What Julian Assange told us in human history, nobody else told us the truth. He revealed the truth, not only from documents, but from the mouth of American and NATO war veterans who themselves were used to go and invade those countries, and then when they killed our children, those children were seen, and those soldiers and war veterans felt guilt. They saw their guilt, and they did not stay quiet. Mike Preisner is one of the Americans who came out against these illegal, criminal, and artificial wars. This criminal and artificial and illegal war in Afghanistan is based on DPG, Defense Policy Guidance, who is designed, there is Zalmay Khalilzad, Dick Cheney, Paul Wolfowitz, and other Pentagon officials. What was the reason for these artificial wars of DPG? They had four objectives. After the collapse of USSR, Pentagon's budget was supposed to drop down from 300 billion. 150 billion of that budget had to go to civilian projects, for education for children, for health for elderly and women, for infrastructure, for technology, for the people of America. But American arm manufacturers and Pentagon did not want that budget to be given to the people. It needs to be used for arm manufacturers. That's how they brought Khalilzad, Bush, Senior Bush in 1990. He brought Khalilzad into Pentagon and asked him two terms of reference. Find a way to keep American defense budget higher and find a solution for American army to be bigger. And the solution was, there is no way apart from having two parallel overseas artificial wars. And with having that in mind, Khalilzad brought four objectives of DPG: to keep American defense budget higher, to keep American army bigger, and to upgrade American military all equipment. And the fourth, to destabilize Central Asia and occupy it. And from that war, according to Brown University, they made $8 trillion. Not 1 or 2 billion. $8 trillion they made. At the cost of what? At the cost of genocide of my children. These are the children. They are not killed because they make mistakes. These children are not killed because enemy was there. These children were not killed because these children were suicide bombers. No. These children were victims of American defense complexes products, which are bombs, missiles, sonic bombs, and drones and its technology. You see these 9 children, they were killed by a sonic bomb. The bomb was dropped on the middle of a street. This side of the street, there were civilians and these 9 children. On the other side, it was American military invading forces and their puppet and mother-seller allies of Danpar, Pampar, Japap, Karzai and Ashraf Ghani. The sonic bomb killed these 9 children without any injury. Nobody knows what effect that bomb, the sonic bomb, had on my children. Julian Assange is imprisoned for telling this truth. How many Julian Assange can you silence? How many Julian Assanges can you silence? I call on the world, every one of you will become Julian Assange, to know this truth. I salute him for standing on the side of the truth and telling the truth. But those people who killed my children, they are celebrated as heroes. Why? Tony Blair and Bush, Obama and this Trump and Boris Johnson, they are responsible for these deaths. And Julian Assange exposed the war crimes of Bush, Blair, Ashraf Ghani, and Toba Pakistan's army, Taliban, Al-Qaeda, and all other criminals, and all other terrorists. And those terrorists, fascists, like Bush and Blair and Ashraf Ghani and Karzai, when I call them Danpar, Pampar, Japap, Bush, Blair, Ashraf Ghani, Hibatullah, Mullah Umar, these are all war criminals. They should be behind bars. They should be prosecuted. And we are going to take them to ICC, International Criminal Court, and we will prosecute them for the crimes against humanity, for the wrong invasion, for the illegal war, for the criminal war, and for the artificial war they imposed on my people and killed 1.5 million of our innocent people. And they made 5 million Afghans addicts. Those whole families are destroyed. 5 million addicts. Pentagon and CIA, Bush and Blair and these Japaps, they made $6 to $8 trillion from the opium, hashish, chars and heroin trade, bringing it from Afghanistan. This Pentagon increased the level of heroin and opium from 0 to 50 to 100,000 tons, and they gave it to the Taliban. Taliban are not a religious group. They are fascist, apartheid regime created by Pentagon and CIA and ISI. They are their sons. They are the followers of Punjab's Hiramandai, like red light area. They are creation of a red light area. Why? Because they want to make our children to be so ignorant, without education, to accept the marriage of 9-year-old to 70-year-old person, 70-year-old. This is why they want our children without education. They have banned the girls' education in Afghanistan, this apartheid, fascist Taliban regime. They call themselves Islamic Emirat. They are not Islamic. I call them Khardajali Emirat. It is a Dajjal's fitna. I call them Khardajali Emirat, Pentagoni Emirat, Hiramandai Emirat, Skampati Emirat, Japapi Emirat. They are creation of Pentagon and ISI. That's why they brought him into power. Pentagon demolished and destroyed Afghanistan's national army and its democratic institutions. And this fascist apartheid and demagogue regime is given the power because they created our children targets for Pentagon's weapons, missiles, drones, guns, bombs, and firepower. Julian Assange is our hero. Why? Because nobody in this 8 billion population of the earth could dare to do so. Chelsea Manning is another hero. Mike Preisner and all those people, they are heroes. And we are all followers of those heroes. We stand with them. We support their courage. We would love to follow that courage, to follow their steps, to be courageous, to be brave enough to tell the truth. And we have to tell the truth because those warmongers, these pharaohs of the time, I call them Japap, means criminal, pharaoh, and fascist. I call Bush and Blair and their followers, Karzai, Shabghani, I call them Danpa, Pampa, Japap. It is a term in Pashto. And these Japaps, these Wams, these warlords, not only killed 1.5 million of my people, but they killed hundreds of thousands of the sons of NATO countries and Americans, pushing them into wrong war. 800,000 American war veterans, they suffer from PTSD. Why PTSD? Because when they were ordered to bomb, they went there, they bombed, they destroyed the building, they saw children. That's why those soldiers, they realized, like Mike Preisner, his videos are there, you can watch it on YouTube. Mike Preisner, he's an American war veteran. He is a witness to these atrocities and genocide of my people. And I urge the whole world, all humanity, to stand with the truth. And to stand with the truth should be substantiated into justice. And that is only possible if we take these cases to The Hague, to ICC, and bring to justice the perpetrators of these crimes, and they should be behind bars. And I named them: Danpar, Pampar, Japap, Bush, Blair, Johnson, Merkel, Ashraf Ghani, Karzai, Mullah Hibatullah, Mullah Omar, Taliban leadership. They should be behind bars. Not Jolien Assange, not us, not the normal humanity. And they should answer why they kill our children. Pakistan's Toba army is a fascist and Murtad army. They are behind all these. They are co-conspirators, they are co-criminals with Bush and Blair. They should be also brought to justice. And I urge the whole world to stand with the truth and to substantiate the truth into justice. That's very simple. Substantiate the truth into justice. I take the case of these children to The Hague. I ask you people, do they deserve justice or not? Answer me.
Yes.
Do they deserve justice?
Yes.
I ask you, can you say yes or no? Do they deserve justice?
Yes.
Do they deserve justice?
Yes.
Do they deserve justice?
Yes.
Do Bush and Blair need to be tried for war crimes?
Yes.
Do Blair, Karzai, Ashraf Ghani, Hibatullah, Bajwa, all these criminals need to be brought to justice? Thank you. That's how we are victims. The solution for that area is, I want justice for my kids. I want to reunify Afghanistan for Amu to Margala and Abbasin. And I want to reunify Kabul, Lahore, Delhi and Dhaka. These people should know that should be reunified, like European Union. And these people need to have a peaceful life. And the people of Afghanistan, they deserve a peaceful life like the rest of the world. Thank you very much, everybody. I would like to say a few words to my people in Afghanistan in Pashto, because those people should know, a lot of people, they do not understand English. And I want to speak to them in my language in Pashto.